Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the classes now. We are doing English and the chapter from the diary of Anne Frank, and we have reached the last portion. Number 6, an essay, a chatterbox, and it is continued. To be continued. We have finished up to F. Now we'll start with G. Anne Frank was given to write an essay, an extra homework, because she talked too much in the class. Even after repeated warnings, even after giving an extra work, she could not stop talking in the class. She has provided reasons for talking in the class also. She said that it is the inherited trait or quality she adopted from her mother, because her mother also talked too much. So she tried to control it, but she was unable to control it. She provided this reason. Now we will talk about, but still she could not stop talking in the class. And Mr. Casing, her maths teacher, was very much annoyed with her. So now number G, when Anne Frank was given extra assignment means work, for the third time, she was given an extra homework for the third time. She had no idea what to write. She had no idea what to write because she had already written everything before in her 2 essays. Whatever she had to write were already mentioned in the previous 2 essays. She had already wrote everything in the previous 2 essays about the chatterbox, and she had no idea what to write now. She was thinking, and at the time, her friend, Anne Frank's friend, Sammy, her friend named Sammy, she is good at poetry. Her friend was good at poetry, and she offers to help her. She offered her help to write the 3rd essay. So her friend wants to help her to write the essay because she was very good in maths. Annie wants to turn the table. Anne Frank wants to turn the table. Turn the table means make a joke on Mr. Casing, because she thought that Mr. Casing is playing a joke on me. I'll play the joke on him. Turn the table on him. So she thought. And number J, she finishes. Her friend Sammy helped her to write the essay in poems. She finishes the poem about a mother duck. The poem was about the mother duck and the father swan with 3 baby ducklings. Mother duck, father swan, and 3 ducklings. What she wrote in her poem? They are beaten. These small ducklings were beaten to death by the father swan because they quacked too much, because they made a lot of noise. That's why father swan pecked at them and killed them. Mr. Casing, next day in the class, Mr. Casing came in his maths class. Mr. Casing first of all asked Anne Frank, have you brought your extra assignment? The essays on quack quack quack, said Mistress Chatterbox. So Mr. Casing understands it. The Anne Frank happily provided the essay, homework, and Mr. Casing read the poem. He understands the poem and its message in the right way. Mr. Casing did not scolded Anne Frank. He took the message in a right way, in a right note, and he smiled and read the poem in front of the class. Since then, from that day onward, Anne Frank has been allowed to talk in the class. She has provided various reasons, as well as gave him the message that talking is a student's trait, a quality. So since then, after the 3rd essays, Anne Frank has been allowed to talk in the class and she has not been assigned or given any extra homework. So from that day onwards, everything became normal and she kept on talking as it was her inherited quality from her mother. So Mr. Casing also took the joke in a right way. So that's all from this chapter. From the diary of Anne Frank, you go through that chapter properly at home, do the reading. Reading is must. And in the next video, in the next class, we will do the poem. We have not started the poem. We'll do the poem first. Dust of Snow. It's a very 4-line poem, Dust of Snow, and Fire and Ice. So we'll learn about these two because it's a very 4 lines. Dust of Snow. It's a poem of 4 lines. So we'll talk about Dust of Snow, and we'll also, if there is time, we will talk about Fire and Ice. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Keep on reading at home. Go through the lesson as well as go through whatever is being provided. You go through it. I hope you are doing the studies regularly. So don't waste your time. That's all for today. Thank you very much for your watching. So we'll meet you in the next class.